What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sundown unofficial YouTube channel. We're going to call this the quick amp dyno vid. So we did a live feed doing all kinds of work to this Salt 1.5, and some guys complained it was too long. So we're going to do a quick amp dyno vid this time. So let me set this thing up. We're going to dive straight into it. This Salt 1.5 amplifier, we're going to run through all of them as fast as possible. So here we go with our certified run. Let's start at 4 ohms. If you want to see the long version of this test, go check out the live feed we did of the amp dyno, the Salt 1.5. We did a lot more testing, including different size wires, ran different voltages. This was just going to be the quick run through. So Salt 1.5 certified at 4 ohms, 935 watts. Again, this is going to be the quick vid, so we're just going to blast through all the options here, try and get it done in just a few minutes. Jump up next to that certified at 2 ohm. Now these numbers are going to be a little different than what we did in the full live feed. Not much time for charging or anything in between. We're just going to blast them back to back to back. So there we go. Salt 1.5 certified run at 2 ohm, 1439 watts. Try and get back, give you all a little glimpse over there at the amp. Let's keep going, keep it moving. Back out of that. Certified run at 1.3. Now the Salt 1.5 is a 1500 watt rated amp. Its lowest recommended impedance is 1 ohm. Here we go with certified 1.3, and we have already shattered the rated power of 1500 watts. We got certified at 1.3, 1750 watts of power. So already blown away that certified, or that 1500 watt rating with our certified 1.3. What are we going to get at 1 ohm? So 1 ohm is its lowest recommended impedance. I'm not going to tell you it won't run at half ohm. I'm just going to tell you we don't recommend it for warranty purposes. But here we go, certified at 1. And ta-da! Well past that rated 1500 watts. We have certified at 1 ohm, 1914 watts. Dropping a pretty much perfect 14.38 volts. Now when it comes to certified, that's all low distortion. You would see on the screen there, it's less than 1% distortion. So I don't feel there's really any need to run it down lower than 1 ohm on a certified test. But here we'll go to the uncertified. Uncertified means we're going to run it right up to clipping. You see that right there on the screen. Uncertified dyno run to clipping. So uncertified. Oh, I messed that run up. This is what I get for trying to go too fast. We forgot to reset our track. So let's reset everything. Track is reset. Here we go. Uncertified run at 4 ohm. It is running. And ran that right on up to 951 watts. 951 watts uncertified at 4 ohm. Let's back that thing on up. Uncertified at 2 ohms. So what do you think? Can we hit that rated 1500 watts that we should see at 1 ohm? Can we hit it at 2? Our amp dyno is running. Give it a few seconds to kick in. And bam, yep, looks like we did it. So we have reached full rated power, 1513 watts uncertified at 2 ohm. And we still got the 1.3 and the 1 ohm test to go. So let's back it on up again. Uncertified right up to clipping at 1.3 to make sure my track is reset. And again, we're just blasting this back to back to back. Just seeing what kind of power we can get. And here we go, uncertified at 1.3, dropping to exactly a perfect 14.4 volts. We have 1913 watts. Yeah, blowing away that 1500 watt rating. Jump on into uncertified at 1 ohm. So let me show you real quick, guys. This thing is tiny. We got the tape measure down there and only about 9-inch footprint. Let me show you. This thing is a tiny little powerhouse of an amp. Get back down here and jump into this amp dyno again, uncertified at 1 ohm. Let's start the dyno. Make sure our track is reset. Who thinks we can crack 2,000 watts here on this uncertified at 1 ohm test? Let's see what's going to happen. And yeah, well over 2,000 watts. Uncertified right up to clipping at 1 ohm. Dropping to 14.25 volts, we have 2,142 watts. 2,142 watts from this tiny powerhouse of an amp. One of the biggest questions we get regularly is this amp made in Korea? And the answer is yes. This is a Korean amp all the way. Very reliable and very powerful, as you see here on the screen. Now we're going to go one step further, and we're going to abuse it a little bit. We're going to take it below its rated impedance. Also keep in mind, these are resistive loads, not reactive loads, not nominal loads. These are resistive here on the dyno, so there's no rise, no reactance. So we put it at uncertified at 0.8. It's going to stay at 0.8. This will be equivalent to similar to like wiring a 1/4 ohm in a car with a reactive load. What kind of power do you think we're going to see? Let's crank it up. Hold on. I forgot to reset my head unit. Again, guys, I'm trying to go really fast here. Blast through these. Everything is reset. I'm going to give y'all a second to make some guesses. Now, we had 2,100 and something watts. They're uncertified at 1 ohm. What kind of power do you think we're going to see now that we're uncertified at 0.8? If you got any guesses, make them in the comments. Our track is rolling. Give it a few seconds to kick in. And here we go. And bam, there you have it. 2,422 watts on that uncertified run, right up to clipping from the Salt 1.5 at 0.8.